I would also like to call upon Dr. Anjalakshi Madam to be the chairperson for the next session. Hepzibah Madam and Nirmala Jaishankar Madam also will be the chairpersons for the next session. We will continue the next session. Next session will be the interesting session. So, we would like to call upon Dr. Anjalakshi Madam. She is a very well-known figure in the Tamil Nadu OG Society. Past President TNFOG, Past President FOGCE, PhD in Pregnancy and Diabetology from Tamil Nadu MGR University, retired Professor of OBG from IOG, recipient of the Best Doctor Award from IMA, presented number of papers, and her research work in GDM is well acknowledged by every obstetrician in Tamil Nadu. So next session would be the star speaker of today by the very famous Dr. P.G. Paul sir. So the lecture would be the evolution of an endoscopic surgeon, a personal odyssey. So many of his students have come here only to meet sir. So it's a great privilege for us to have us with him, with the AFOD family. Over to the chairpersons. I would like the chairpersons to please introduce Dr. Paul sir. He needs no introduction, but this is for the young obstetricians who has to know about his history.
Indeed, it's an honor for me to introduce Dr. P.G. Paul, who is my friend, philosopher, and mentor and guide. When me and Dr. Ramani went to P.G. Paul to train about 20 years ago, what struck about Dr. P.G. Paul, apart from whatever has been written, is his humility and simplicity. Paul used to work in very many hospitals during the day, and the operating session used to start at 10 o'clock with a plate. So Paul used to operate from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. and we actually learned what hard work and dedication is from Dr. P.G. Paul. And we know over the years how Dr. Paul evolved, and many of us were his students. And I consider this as a proud privilege to present Dr. P.G. Paul to take us through what it takes to evolve an endoscopic surgeon and to train so many people, giving, making sure he always takes pride when his students perform so well. And over to you, Dr. P.G. Paul.
Thank you, Nirmala, for the kind introduction. Respected chairpersons, Dr. Aruna, my dear friends. Aruna has given a very fancy name for my talk, a personal odyssey. I know, it's not the King Odyssey going home after the Trojan War, but I love to have my experience about my passion of laparoscopy. I was first introduced to laparoscopy during my PG days when Professor Rohit Bhatt used to take us to camps, and I decided this looks very attractive, a lot of things to do apart from medical, so I thought I will take up this one, and I joined Government District Hospital in Kochi, and after a brief experience with laparoscopic camps, I started conducting camps for almost 10 years, every day traveling to different places and doing laparoscopic camps. All of us, many of my youngsters have not seen how we did sterilization without any camera or without any support. After doing many laparoscopic sterilization camps, I started reading about laparoscopic surgeries. Those days, Professor Sem and the French group used to publish a lot of articles regarding how they do laparoscopic cystectomy, appendicectomy. I was really attracted. I should go ahead, do something more. And unless you have a support, you cannot really do. You need an assistant to hold on. And without seeing, the assistant cannot do. So I thought of those days, this teaching aid was available. So I wrote to the Karl Stoss company that if you can give me one I was in a government setup, so I cannot really buy. And they said they can give you, but they cannot send it because the duty and other things were a little very costly at that time. So I found out one of my relative working in Germany as a nurse, and she managed to bring it. And there I started doing little bit of laparoscopic surgery with the aid of this teaching aid. The main reason difficulty was once you put this beam splitter, half of your brightness will go. So your actual view becomes little bad, but definitely the assistant can help you to hold on one some tissue to do minor procedures. Then we need, those days we know laparoscopy, we cannot do suturing, and we were never heard about laparoscopic suturing at that time. Most of the procedures were with diathermy, and our hospital had one old diathermy which was exclusively used by surgeons rarely. So I bought one small machine from Mumbai. I think it was costing 4,000 rupees, and I bought it personally.